All right, and we're recording. Everyone, welcome back to the Snowcast, episode 14. It's been a very, very long time since I've done one of these, but I got back into ESO a couple weeks ago, and I said, you know what, I want to do the Snowcast again because I want to interview some of my favorite content creators, let the viewers get to know them a little bit better, and yeah, so that's what's going on here. And the first person I had to get, it's her first time, guys, on the Snowcast. Let's all give a warm, warm welcome to Modifiedwolf. Modified! Welcome to the Snowcast. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Just finished up the stream.
How'd it go?
Surveys, you know how they go.
Oh, yes. Surveys are a blast. You know what? Surveys are actually not a bad idea when streaming because they're not super intense, so you can really interact with the chat while you're playing. And I think ESO, that's a hard balance to find, so.
Especially when you're doing vet content on hard mode, it's a little bit iffy.
Yeah, yes. And then, you know, I have the problem where I rage, and then everyone sees that too, and then they all troll me because of the vet content. So, absolutely. Guys, I do want to give Modified a little bit of an intro, guys. She is a streamer. She streams on Twitch at Modifiedwolf. She's been streaming mainly Elder Scrolls content. Modified, what other games do you stream? Or if there's any?
Well, I fell in love with The Sims 4 all over again. The last time I played it was probably over a year ago. So I feel like I might do a Sims stream at some point. Maybe.
But primarily Elder Scrolls?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, guys, Modified, I was telling before Modified joined, I discovered Modified. I would do these things, it was like summer of 2019 maybe. I would go into, or 2018, I would go on the ESO directory, and I would just look at smaller streamers and kind of say, okay, who looks interesting? And I remember I came on your stream, and you were so excited, and I was like, all right, instantly following her. I'm in love. She's great. Gonna always have my support. So that was sort of the way I discovered her, and then we started watching each other's streams, always supporting each other on Twitter. Just became like good friends. I think this is the first time we've actually talked. Have we actually? We probably did at one point get into a Discord call about something, but this is the first time she's on the podcast, so this is the first time we'll be having an in-depth conversation.
Yeah, like, I remember, like, the first time I saw your stream, you were, like, going nuts on
Yeah.
Xbox. Like, you were trolling your friends so hard, and I appreciated your efforts, so I gave you a follow.
That's the best thing I've ever heard. I'm very good at that. Well, the things, guys, we're going to talk about tonight on the stream, we're obviously going to talk about ESO streaming, a little bit more about Modified, you know, what she likes to do outside of streaming, and just sort of stuff like that, you know, just so people can get to know you better. I guess the first thing we can talk about, when I used to do these, it was ESO, but I find myself more interested in streaming now than just ESO. So I guess I wanted to start with ESO. What got you into the game?
Oh boy. A streamer called Blood Eagle ENT. I think it was back in 2016. This is like, we're going way back.
Yep.
So I was like, I visited his stream. I was checking out smaller streamers at that time. And I saw the game. I'm like, oh my god, this is the perfect MMO. There's so much stuff to do. They're going to be adding more content every year. So I'm like, okay, I'm hooked. So he was doing a giveaway the one day, and my good friend Sagov, he's still out there somewhere. Hi, Sagov. But he won that through a raffle through Blood Eagle ENT's channel, so I got the base game through that.
Oh, okay, so you didn't have to buy the base game.
No.
Okay.
I'm lucky. And then after that, I started going through the content, and I'm like, wow, there's lore. There's something that I like. I love lore. I heard about some RP communities. I'm like, oh no, this is going to be bad. I'm going to play this way too much.
Yep, I know exactly that feeling.
Yeah, and then I discovered Milk Viper,
Amazing.
and then I discovered you through Milk Viper.
I get that a lot. There's two people I get. Milk Viper and Kev Do It are the two that have been like my two daddies of ESO, so okay.
Papas.
Yeah, the two papas.
Like, that's how I started playing. One of my friends won it through a raffle for me, and I started playing it, got hooked on the game. I bought ESO Plus about a month after, and I bought the expansions, and I already had the DLC, so perfect.
Yeah.
That's what got me hooked. They reeled me in. They,
Yeah, they're good at that. And then when did you decide, okay, I'm loving the game, I actually want to create content for it? What was like the thought, what was the turning point on, oh, I also want to stream it?
Well, I liked editing videos.
Okay.
I liked editing videos.
You're the one person.
Well, I liked kind of. I liked editing videos, but I didn't like not having the interaction that streamers do, like with their audience. I wanted to have more interaction in the community, you know, reach my audience, be able to talk to them live time.
Yep.
Because I want to have friends, I don't want to have viewers.
Let me tell you, I didn't mean to pause there. There's a couple things. I'm going through a couple thoughts. The first thing I want to say is I genuinely see that with you. You hosted me, and sometimes you get a host from us. I'd say you are a medium-sized streamer. I don't think you're a small streamer. I think you're like right around, and I'm not trying to compare, like right where I am, like medium-sized. Like there's good nights, bad nights, and there's always the constant viewers. And the thing I noticed with your community that's so special that I was praising is how friendly they are. And it wasn't like people just came in and then were like, okay, yep, follow, bye, or okay, came in, bye. They talked about like what you were saying, talked about how the stream was, talked about how the community is awesome, and like that's not something easy to do. I think that gets very overlooked by maybe people who don't stream or just people who aren't part of the communities that are like that. But your community is absolutely amazing. The small interaction I had with them, so you should be very proud.
Oh yeah, oh my gosh, like these guys, they have my heart and my soul. Like I don't know what I would do without them. They constantly come to my stream, they constantly conversate with me. They're my friends. They're my friends. And every time I see them come back, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I have a friend now. It's like I don't even look at the viewer count. I don't look.
That's awesome.
At my followers. I'm looking for people who want to come back, do content with me, conversate with me, not only on stream but off stream.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
That makes a tight community. That's what makes a tight community.
And it takes time too, because you have to give that attention and love back. It's not something where, oh, love me because I'm the content creator. It's no. I'll always be there for you. Like I always tell my viewers, I'm like, if you guys need anything off the side, and I promise viewers will come and say this, it's, you know, if you need to talk to someone, I'm here. And I'm sure you are exactly the same way. And it shows in this. It's something that, again, it's just not easy to attain. So, you know, from another streamer, it's really impressive, and you should be very proud. And the thing I've always seen with you, too, and I don't just mean to come here and just kiss your ass the whole time, but there is things I was like, all right, I got to tell her these things. But, like, I've watched you from when you had one viewer. And the thing that's impressive with you is you stream exactly the same way, and that's a good thing, because it doesn't matter what the view count is, doesn't matter what the follower count is, it matters the people there and, like, just having fun. That's more what you're concerned about, and it shows. And you've seen constant growth. Like, if I'm just looking, I'm sure you look at your numbers, but I'm constant growth, so you should be very, very proud. So.
I can't be proud of myself because I didn't make this myself.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. These are the people who, like, my regulars. It's the community. I didn't make this myself, and I cannot take full credit for it.
Yeah, no, and that's just another reason that it's so vibrant. But I always like to ask streamers, you know, what you know, how long? For me, I streamed for about a year and not one person watched. It was about a full year. People ask me, oh, can you host me? Oh, how do I grow? Oh, how do I do this? And I'm like, you just got to put in the hours. You have to just, you know, stream like you're having a ton of people watch. And I guess I'm wondering, like, how did you work through that rut? Because that's not easy. A lot of people hit that wall and then quit.
This is a very hard question to answer because a lot of people handle the rut different ways.
Yep.
Personally, I handled the rut by improving my stream.
Yep.
I got a microphone. I got, you know, like, so much stuff.
Yeah, just upgrades. Just upgrades. Yeah.
Just upgrades, because I feel like I need something to reach my community better, and that's webcam. I can talk face to face, per se. I can, if the audio quality isn't there and you're trying to talk to your audience or your friends, your followers, whoever you have, then they won't be able to hear you and conversate with you.
Yep.
That's the biggest thing. You need a webcam and a mic and a computer that you can just stream from. That's the way I handled it.
And so as you made these general upgrades, which I'm sure were not cheap, I think that's the hardest barrier to entry. I mean, even just for myself, like the mic I'm using, the camera I'm using, the computer, it's all an investment. And as you upgraded those aspects, you saw improvement?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Basically, yes.
That's good. When did you come to that realization? How long did you have to stream for you're like, oh shit, I actually need to spend some money here. This isn't gonna...
Probably about a year in when I started seeing growth.
Yeah, when you see a little bit, you're like, okay, I'm seeing a little bit of growth. Now how do I take that next step? And that makes sense. That makes sense.
The stream setup that I have, you guys cannot see it. It's an absolute mess because I'm not a clean person, but I have $200 spent between my mouse and keyboard alone.
Yep.
So, they're all RGB because I like pretty colors.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Trust me, I'm the same way, except I'm a neat freak, so everything has to be perfectly in its spot. And my girlfriend gets very annoyed with me because I'll have to unplug everything and redo the wires because the wires have to look perfect. So, no, I have nothing. I didn't even bring a drink, which was kind of stupid. And by the way, just a disclaimer to everyone watching the stream, if I'm looking at an angle, it's because Modified is coming through a different camera seeing me, and I don't want her to feel like I'm looking not at her while the conversation's going on. So it's a little bit of a back and forth here. Okay, so with the stream, everyone starts streaming and has a goal for themselves. For me, I think my goal has changed since coming back to streaming just this last month, where before I was like, I need to be a full-time streamer or it's not worth it. And that was sort of the reason I left. And it's really shallow. It's a very shallow thing. I own up to it now. I mean, what happened to me, and I don't mean to make it all about me, but I was caring too much about view count, subscriber count, follow count, and growth. And I'm like, all right, I'm sticking here at the same number. The hell's going on? And then once I started full-time working, I was like, why am I even streaming? I wasn't enjoying it because I cared too much about the numbers and not the enjoyment. So I guess for you, what do you find is the goal for your stream? Is the goal to become partner and full-time, or is it something on the side, or what's the...
And
no answer is wrong here, by the way. Whatever you say, there will be no judgment from me. You can be like, I want to be a full-time streamer. I'm just doing it my way. Because everyone wants that. That's always a want, but...
in the back of my mind, I would like to have 1,000 friends.
1,000 friends?
1,000 friends. That's my ultimate goal, is to have 1,000 friends through streaming. That's my goal. If partner happens, it happens. It's not something I'm ever going to push for.
Yeah.
Personally, because I feel like mental health.
It's so important. It's so important.
Because I talked to a few streamers who pushed for partner and didn't make it over and over again, and they're still trying, and it's just
jeez, yeah.
If it happens, it happens. It's gonna be no big deal for me, honestly.
No, yeah, absolutely, and I think that's one of the things that's tough, I think, with the ESO community, and I never have said anything bad about the ESO fam. In fact, I love just about everyone in it. There's no one I have any beef with. But it's hard with the ESO fam because, just certain people start to grow faster. And then it's this thing where, at least for me, and again, I'm just going to own up to all of my faults here. I would get jealous. I'd be like, why is that person getting so much bigger and I'm not? What are they doing that I'm not? And it almost came into this, I need to be like them to grow. And that was probably my biggest fault was, no, you need to be yourself. And then that's what works out. But the 1,000 friends thing, I think, is really good. And I think the mindset you have is really good. It's probably one of the reasons you're still streaming and you've seen growth. And the mental health stuff. I don't know if you've ever had run-ins with it, but I personally have and had to take steps away, so.
If you go too hardcore at streaming for such an extended period amount of time, it can feel grindy even though you have your friends there with you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to take a step back, take a break, you know, get your priorities straight again. Like, I was completely ignoring laundry or cleaning or stuff like that, and I just needed to take a step back and really clear up my head.
Yeah, for me, I was doing some really shallow shit. I would not want to go out with family if it was going to be at a certain time. I would not want to go out with friends if it was going to be, because I had to be on stream every single night at 8 p.m. Like, that was it. And I felt like if I didn't do one night, no one would watch me the next night. And it's such a scary thought, because, like, I'm sure everyone thinks about that. Like, oh, what if people don't like watching me anymore? And so, yeah, you're absolutely right. Taking a step back. For me, I have turned my schedule down to only 2 days a week, and I don't stream any other days. I do the podcast once a week, but this isn't really streaming. I'm not looking at view count. I'm not It's just I have Discord and OBS. So, but no, that's definitely like a good way to go about it. Is don't let streaming become a grind, especially when you're playing a grindy game like ESO, where it's like a grind within a grind. That hurts.
It hurts so bad, especially when you're grinding on stream and then you just start getting frustrated with, you know, oh my gosh, I only got this many levels today, or like, I need to deconstruct so much stuff that I need to get my crafting level up. There's so many factors that go into streaming and ESO at the same time, and it's just hella hard.
It is hella hard, and I think, you know, it's hard too. I think it gets easier. This sounds, I guess. But when you have people vibrant in chat, it makes it so much easier. Like, if I'm streaming and there's people in chat having a great time, my job's a joke. Like, it's like, great, we're going to have fun. Like, this is... But when no one's there and you're, like, trying to stay positive and all this other stuff, that's when it's hard. That's when it's hard.
Yeah, like, come to our chats and be nerds with us. Like,
yeah.
As long as you're not a giant asshat and try to, like, I don't know, take down the stream or whatever. Like,
there are those people.
Yeah, oh my gosh, there was someone encountered like today that was just mind-blowing. But yeah, just come into our streams, be nerds with us, have fun. Like, don't be an asshole. Chill.
Yeah, chill out. All right, well, as to shift topics just a little bit, I want to know more about Modifiedwolf away from streaming. And I know a little bit. I know some things, but I have some questions that are outside of streaming. So when you're not streaming, what's like the most likely thing you're going to be doing?
Oh my gosh. It honestly varies. Let's see. I could be cuddling up in bed with my giant ass stuffed unicorn.
That sounds like a great time.
Do you want to give me my unicorn for show and tell, babe? I have my giant unicorn that I cuddle up with. I do dishes. I clean.
Great hobbies.
I do laundry. This is my giant ass unicorn.
Does it have a name?
I don't know if I did name it. I can't remember the name.
That's good.
But yeah, say hi. Okay. I do a lot of knitting and crocheting as like one of my businesses that I have. Eat food.
Eat food. Yep. Okay.
Eat food. Play The Sims on the PS4. Let's see. A show that I've been wanting to binge lately, Castlevania. I watched an episode or two of that today.
Yeah. So good. Let me tell you, so good. When someone wants to watch anime, that is the intro one I show them. Because I'm like, no, this is just dark, gritty. It's so good. Yeah, you will love it.
Or Soul Eater. Soul Eater is pretty good. But...
Soul Eater? I've never watched that. I'm sorry. I like used to watch so much anime, and then like once I started working, I moved out. I like haven't had so much time to watch it. So I'll have to get back into it. My brother's been telling me to watch Hunter x Hunter. And then for me, my favorite one will always be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That is the best show I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's so good.
I'm so happy you've watched it, so I have to tell you just a little side story. I'm a pretty stern guy. Like I don't cry a lot. I laugh a lot, but I'm not like a big crier. Like very rarely. The only thing that makes me cry is animals. Like if I see an animal die, I'm out. Like I am done. But Full Metal at the end of season 2, when Ed sees his brother's body, I burst into tears. My dad made fun of me. He made fun of me because he's like, "You're crying over this," and I'm like, I couldn't even hold back. So, and then the ending, that whole show is so good, so good,
so good. Oh my gosh, I remembered that, and I feel like I'm gonna cry now because that was probably the most the saddest moment in FMA history.
I know, yeah. When people talk about it, it's like, all right, trigger warning. Prepare yourself because I'm about to lay it down. Yeah, that was, but it's just such a good show. At least with that show, it's just the characters. Every single character is so amazing. And the thing I love, and then I'll shut up about it. A lot of animes you watch, the protagonists is like a superhero. Like he is perfect. He has perfect morals. He's only getting stronger. Like, he becomes the strongest character. Like, in FMA, that never happens. And I love that. Ed is like the most flawed protagonist. And I love that. It's so real. It's like okay, he's a normal person.
A bad example of a character becoming its own character is probably One Punch Man. He punches things once, and I can't.
Yeah, I've watched it, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's like funny, I get it, but like, when I watch an anime, there's like a lot more I want to get into than just, I mean, the action's obviously great, and maybe that's like the one spot FMA lacks a little bit, like, if you're like a Naruto or like a shonen anime person, like the animation work is amazing, but just Full Metal, like, as a full show, is so good.
It's so good. But yeah, I basically, I work from home, so I have a lot of time on my hands. Well, not right now, actually. Oh my god, there's so much going on. But
good stuff or bad stuff?
Oh, so much good stuff. So much good stuff.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, nothing wrong with that.
But it can be a little hectic at times. Like, I overbooked myself on commissions for like 4 months. So.
Oh no.
It happened.
Oh, that's messy. That's never fun. Oh. Well, the other thing too, I always ask streamers: are there any games that you play that you will not stream? Like for me, like little fun fact: I'm a huge football fan, like huge. But I never stream Madden because it's just like it's my own game. Like no one wants to watch me play it. It's just for me. Do you like have a game where you're like, all right, this one I'm just gonna keep away from the stream, either because maybe the community isn't into it or because it's just a personal thing that I do? If not, that's fine.
I would have to say Bloodborne.
Okay.
Because the last time I played it, I cried.
I'm sure that'd be great content.
I don't want people to think I'm like actually sad, but yeah. My boyfriend witnessed that. I tried so hard, Billy. I tried so hard. But
it's not an easy game.
You know that first big mob when you walk in old Yarnum?
Yes.
Like that first big mob with all those people there. I could not for the life of me figure out how to kill them all. Turns out I figured it out. You have to use a little pebble and throw it at them and kill them one by one.
The hell?
I would just haul ass right into the middle of all of them and just start swinging. And then I cried.
Yeah, that game's tough. The one I always play too that I haven't streamed yet is like we have a Switch, and I haven't streamed anything on that yet because me and my girlfriend play like we're very vicious Mario Kart players. So like Friday nights we'll drink a little bit and play Mario Kart, and it just gets bad. And like we're like, all right, this is why you should never drink while intoxicated, because when we're dead last against CPs, we know there's a problem. And then we'll play Mario Party, and I'm trying to get her to play Super Smash Bros, but she doesn't understand it. But no, yeah, is there like Kingdom Hearts was one I tried streaming, but it was so hard. It's like it's not as hard as Bloodborne at all, but I played on like a hard difficulty, and I was definitely like trying to do it and then trying to look at chat. I was like, guys, I'm putting my hands up. I can't do this. Like I'm done.
Yeah, like the boyfriend, he's really big into that, and on like the hardest mode, it gets, yeah. I like personally, I don't want to play it. I don't want to play Kingdom Hearts because I know I'm gonna get sucked into it.
Oh, it's it's a lot.
Start like cursing every time something bad happens and crying.
The thing about Kingdom Hearts is the story legitimately makes zero sense from beginning to end. And I understand it better than most because I've just always watched videos. But like if someone told me to explain it to them, I'd be like, no. Like I'm not going to. I'm just because I don't want to sound that stupid. Like trying to explain it.
I tried to watch my boyfriend play it, and there's so much backtracking that you get lost in the previous history of Kingdom Hearts. Like, it's just so involved that I actually have to think, and I don't want to.
It's ridiculous. Like, that's I think maybe one of the things I love so much about Elder Scrolls lore is it's just it's contextualized so well. Everything makes sense. Everything fits in its perfect little spot. And it just makes sense. Well, with some games, Kingdom Hearts as an example, it's just like you want to take a hammer and bash your head in.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, like, the lore masters made everything make sense, and the stories in ESO are just so well written. Like, if I find a lore book while I'm on stream, one that I haven't gotten before, I will actually go back to it and read it. Myself.
Oh, God bless you.
I love lore.
Yeah.
Any game, just give it to me.
Yeah,
That's what pulls me in.
It's funny with me and lore. It's interesting how I consume it because, like, when I'm playing ESO, like, I'm always playing more from an MMO than an Elder Scrolls standpoint, and I don't know why that is. Maybe it's like a little bit of the competitive nature in me. But there's like some great YouTube channels, like Fudge Muppets, one I watch all the time. Shoddycast. They haven't made a lore video in forever, but they have 2 seasons of Elder Scrolls lore. And it is so beautifully done, and like just like I said, the lore is amazing in Elder Scrolls. That's like the first thing I tell people is like if you want to play a game where you feel like you're in a living, breathing universe, Elder Scrolls is the game to play in.
Yeah, and also like the RPers that use the lore, like blows my mind. People like somehow weave their backstories into the main lore, and it just makes sense. Now with Kingdom Hearts, if you tried to like RP a Kingdom Hearts character, like where do you start?
Well,
that's my question.
With Kingdom Hearts, it's interesting because you can't actually make your own character, which is rough. But you have to like, so you're role playing from a certain character. But I definitely understand what you're saying, and it's so funny. I've had very little interaction with the RPers in Elder Scrolls Online. Very little. I think she goes by D20 now. She went by Ekleveth back when I was interviewing her. She's a great role player, but there's such a vibrant role-playing community in Elder Scrolls that I feel like is like a hidden gem of the game. Like you don't see them on streams very often, and it's hard to find them in game because they're very private, because they never, I feel like, want to be judged for what they're doing, because from the outside looking in, it looks silly, but then when you actually see the work they put in, how far they dive into it, it's like, oh my god, like this is actually super respectable, and I'm a little jealous at how much fun you're having with this game right now.
Like, if you look at Tila Khajiit, Madigan, Rykoth, you know...
Oh, is Madigan a role player?
Yeah.
I've never watched... Madigan's a guy, right?
Yeah.
I've never watched his stream. I see him all the time, but I've just never had a chance. So he's a role player? Oh, well shit, good for him, because he's gotten a lot bigger.
Yeah, he's a Snow Khajiit, the last of his kind.
Well, shit!
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to go watch. See, I'm so out of touch with the ESO community in general. Like, when I started, I'm like, all right, I'm going to bring back the Snowcast. Who am I going to have? I'm like, I think there's only, like, one person I'm still in kind of contact with, and that's Modified. I think everyone else, I kind of just discommunicated myself. I'm like, peace, like, see you later. So, that's crazy, though. So, do you watch these role-playing streams a lot? It's okay if you don't. We don't judge here.
Sometimes if I know an event is being held, I'll lurk in their stream, and it's just, like, everything is so elaborate. The houses that they decorate for RP are so, like...
ESO housing is ridiculous. That's the end game.
Yeah, you should see my houses are like empty, but just like the guilds, the RP guilds, like their houses are so immaculate because they want to hold, an RP event. It's I don't even have any words because
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah, you can swear, by the way. You can swear anything you want to on here. It all goes.
Yeah, a lot of these people in your chat probably haven't heard me like actually curse, but hey, I curse. What's up?
It's funny, yeah. Well, so the cursing thing's interesting too, especially with a lot of the ESO fan members like kind of saying they don't want to curse. It was something I kind of adopted, and then when I came back, I'm like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna curse. I curse all day. What the hell? I'm like, I'm not gonna try to censor myself when I'm streaming. I'm like, people love me for the rage, which is sad, but which is really sad. But with the role players too, like I said, I think the thing that's tough is to find the role players. I didn't know they were such big streamers in that community, but I just know from personal experience they do not like being judged for what they do, and they do not like, they like it to stay really pure in there, which makes complete sense because they're role playing. You don't want someone outside going, oh yeah, what's real life like? Like they're really like they're immersing themselves in the universe. So I'll definitely have to give those a watch.
Yeah, like if you ever catch T the Khajiit in one of those events, I highly recommend it because, like, I think that's probably the top tier, RP group that I've seen.
Yeah, she has a hell of a community for sure.
Like, holy butts. And like, I've been like, I myself have been trying to come up with a backstory, but I suck at that.
Yeah.
I play D&D. Oh, that's another thing that I do.
Okay. I've never played, but people always tell me to.
Because like I can't really play D&D now, but I'm trying to like get stuff to calm down a little bit. Like my commissions are super like really important. So I always play a wood elf hermit druid.
Okay.
And yeah, just trying to roleplay for that is kind of hard.
Yeah, when I roleplay, I always am just like kind of making up in my head, but never saying it out loud. Like my main, my Mag Nightblade, he has a backstory. It's just in my head. All my characters have backstories. I guess never like put that to the forefront. Like if someone asks, I'll be like, oh yeah, like I gave him a name. Like every character of mine has the same last name. It's Stormwave, and like they all kind of link together, and every single character of mine has it. And so, like I definitely roleplay secretly, but I guess I'm not role-playing out loud. Or I'm not, and I don't do a lot of quests in ESO. I find myself doing more dungeon-esque stuff, which leads me to the next topic. What is your favorite thing to do in ESO? What, like, when you're getting on ESO, what's the thing you look for? For me, it's 4-man dungeons. Like, me and my team, I love beating hard content and getting skins. That's my favorite thing.
It's a toss-up between vet hard mode, dungeons, and, like, +3 vet trials.
Yep, okay. So it's PvE more than PvP then?
Yeah. PvP I only dabble into when it's mid-year mayhem and I can actually get a good team together.
Yep. Yeah, PvP's tough because it's ever-changing. It's for me, I'm just going to say it's toxic in there. And if you're not playing the exact way you should, there's a lot of people who will be very rude to you. Well, I find the PvE community to be much more helpful. You may, and I'm not saying you, but just anyone in general, you may go into a dungeon and people may say, hey, you should try this or should try this, instead of just being like, you're a noob, get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Like, sometimes if it takes someone new into a veteran hard mode dungeon, sometimes I completely forget the mechanics, though.
Yep.
And I just, like, lizard brain, and I go through my motions, and I look, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is it. Like, I don't remember until I see it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then when you're in this PvE stuff, what's the role you're playing? What do you like to do?
I really like to do DPS because I get to hit things.
DPS? All right, what's the DPS build you enjoy running?
You're gonna laugh at me so hard, but
no, I won't, I promise.
I really enjoyed Petstork.
No, Petstork's great! What are you talking about? Dude, Petstork is one of the, like, Petstork, oh man, we're gonna get into the thick of this shit right now. Petstork gets a lot of crap. Like, if you go in with a Petstork, but then you could smack 40k, and it's not hard. It's like, I'm playing the game, it's just, it's accessible to me, why would I not use it?
And like the thing with a pet stork, you just need to know when to put your dots back down.
Yeah, it's true.
And
Yeah.
it's just like you do, and then you get free shards from
Ugh,
doing
yep.
your dots, and then you all of a sudden you're hitting 25k. Okay, cool. Let's try to do the rotation a little bit better and get free shards more. Then you're hitting like 35k, 40k. I've heard some people reach like 50k plus on a pet stork. I don't
Oh,
know what their build is, but it's insane.
yeah. When people ask about DPS, I get a lot of questions about it. I used to be very good at DPS. I used to be. I think I had a mag sork, but it wasn't a pet sork, but it was a magic sork. I think I was at 38, and then my Nightblade at my best was like 41k. And people would ask, like, what is the way to get better? And, it starts off with the gear. You need to wear the right gear, and that doesn't mean the meta gear, just the gear that is the best, helps your attributes the most. And then it's all about rotation, and it sucks. Rotation is a bitch. And what I used to do is I'd wake up Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, and from 9 to 11, just parse. Over and over and over again. Just practice parsing. And that's how you do it. It sucks. It's boring. It's painful. But I find a good streamer to watch, and you can kind of get through it. So
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I get yelled at a lot for not weaving.
oh, the weave is important. The light weave.
Oh my gosh, I can see Max in chat, and he's the one who usually yells at me for not weaving.
Yeah, weave is important, and obviously you know why, but it's just more damage in between, and you're not going to lose any magic. It's whoever like discovered the weave, whoever's like, oh yeah, I can just like kind of put these in between. It's a bitch, but man, and just I suck at weaving too, so don't worry about it. I get yelled at too. And he said, I don't yell, I encourage and teach.
Okay.
I know I wasn't supposed to talk to chat, but I liked the response.
Okay. But yeah, I just, my least, can I tell you my least favorite?
Go for it. Lay it on me.
Oh no, I'm gonna get so much crap for this.
Do it. Here on the Snowcast. Breaking the stories. Modifiedwolf hates all players who? Just kidding.
I don't like Bobos. They suck.
Bobos? What are Bobos?
I have a warden on EU that uses bow from bar and back bar.
Oh, wardens.
Pet build, basically. So
I only have one warden. I leveled him all the way up, and I never fell in love with the class. I never fell in love with it. Not a huge fan. I've always been a Nightblade Sork boy. So no, that's okay. Everyone who plays Warden Modified hates you and thinks you should get off the game. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't quote. Jeez. It's gonna be some.
It's like I don't hate other people who play it. It's just I don't know how to play it well, so therefore I hate it.
Yeah, I'd say Warden's probably my least favorite class too. So I think we can agree on that. I love the main four. I love Dragon Knight Templar for what they are, and then Nightblade is probably my favorite right now. Just the intricacy of Nightblade. And with a Sork that's not a pet Sork, there's a lot of randomness in the Sork's passives and in Crystal Shard or Crystal Frag that I just don't like. Well, with the Nightblade, there's a little more control, but the pet Sork is ridiculous. So do you know what sets of armor you're wearing on it? I want to get down to the nitty-gritty here.
I'm wearing Necropotence and Mother's Sorrow.
There we go. Mother's Sorrow is so good right now. Crit. That's what I'm wearing. I'm wearing Burning Spell Weave and Mother's Sorrow, so... That's a good combo. So, are you excited for Greymoor?
Yes. Like, the dungeons that they just put out are crazy.
I would love to tell you I've tried them, but I'm Xbox.
Billy, come on, dude. You should try them on PC at least.
Dude, the regrind, man. The regrind modified.
I promise, and I will vow my soul to you to help you grind if you come back and do them on PC with me.
Oh, that sounds tempting. We may have to do a dual stream sometime and do it together. I think that might have to be something we put in the schedule. I think that's a good idea, because I have a lot of people who watch my stream who are like, why aren't you on PC? Yes, I am on Xbox. I'm an Xbox boy. And the reason was, like, can I give the backstory? I started on PC, but I had a Frankenstein of a PC. It was awful. And so, I would play on my PC, and I'll have to post a video in chat. It's literally like 480p. I had to keep the window minimized. And then I got an Xbox. And so I got it on Xbox when it came out, and it looked so much better. And then I played on there for 4 years, and then I got it on PC on my new PC. And I started leveling up, but when I left Xbox, I'm pretty sure I have 940 champ points. Like, I have over 3 million gold. Like, the amount of shit I did on Xbox, it's just so hard to let go of Xbox. So, and I started playing on PC because I was losing friends on Xbox. You were on PC, Milk was on PC, Kev was on PC. I'm like, okay, I'll go play, but the regrind, it just finally killed me. And also getting used to the keyboard and mouse, like, I'm used to it, but, like, I wasn't good at it.
Like, I started playing it on PS4 because, lo and behold, my boyfriend had the base game on PS4 too.
Okay.
So, like, I saw it on PC. I asked him, hey, can I have that on, like, a console or something, like, for my birthday, pretty please? And then, that happened. So, he had it on PS4. I played that for a while, and then when I got that raffle,
for PC.
So
yeah, well, yeah, it's better on PC. I mean, when the content comes out much earlier, I think there's good communities on Xbox and PS4, to be honest with you, but I think just PCs is the most inclusive. Most streamers are on there. I mean, you can play with I got to play with Gina and Gilliam the Rogue on PC one time. Like there's things you get to do on PC that you're just like, you can't do anywhere else. So it makes sense. It's a smart move. I had a friend who had more champ points than me, more shit in Xbox, and he's full-time PC now. Completely over there. He won't even play on Xbox anymore. He says it's trash. Calls me a noob.
Like, I played with Rich and Gina and Yeti on my birthday last year. I didn't want to stream it because I got really nervous, but yeah.
I feel that. You know what I did? I streamed it, but everyone else who was playing, because we did a trial, so Kyle was there, Ninja, I think 614 was there. Everyone was streaming it, so, like, only 2 people were watching me. I'm like, nah, fuck it, I'm not going to stream this. I'll just watch their streams. Like, that was not the right mindset, but I'm just telling you that's how I was like, there's no point. I'm just playing on PC. My computer's not good enough to stream and play ESO at full graphics, so that's hard, too.
Yeah, I just dumped like 800 and some bucks on a new PC not too long ago.
It's a smart play. I remember I said once I get a job, I'll do it. And I definitely have enough to get a PC, but I still haven't done it yet.
Billy, what are you waiting for?
I feel like I'm waiting for like a real sign. Maybe this is it. Maybe the podcast, maybe doing this, maybe this is it. But I have my friends Sammy Split and King Supercuts on Xbox, and I could never leave them. We're like a family over there when we play. So, yeah, but I could definitely do a PC stream.
Sammy is probably like, she seems like a huge sweetheart. I mean, when she's like,
oh, Sammy is you to fuck off. No, yeah, Sammy is something else. Sammy, the first time I met her, I don't even like saying the word. She called me the R word the first time I met her.
Dude.
And we were in a trial, and I did something stupid. She goes, what are you fucking, and then said it in that little Scottish accent. And I'm like, okay. And then we started playing together, and then her boyfriend Split started playing, and like we just like clicked. Like, our team is good, like we have fun. And the thing about Sammy is exactly the same on and off stream. Exactly the same, and it's so funny. If I turn the stream off, same shit. It doesn't stop. It's no character at all there. And then her messages are adorable too. She messages, she'll message like the nicest things after we do something for her. And she's streaming with me, so she'll sit, do hard content, listen to me talk to chat, and then thank me for it. I'm like, Sammy, thank you. Like, it's not always fun to do that. So, no, she's awesome. Her Split and King are amazing. So, yeah, they're good. Do you find yourself playing with the same people when you stream, or are you doing more? I know you're probably pulling viewers in and doing different things like that. So what's the get up there?
I try to, but sometimes I stream way too early. Sometimes I start at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, okay, yeah, that is early.
And then I get more of my EU friends in on the game, so I'm over on EU playing with them.
Okay.
I play with Maxwell's guild. It's called Imperial Dominators on EU.
Okay, cool.
I haven't been able to make it the past couple weeks, but their trials are just everyone is so fun. And when I first came over to EU, they welcomed me like I was family.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've only heard good things about the EU. I have a tune on the EU, but it's only because NA was down and I had to play for some reason. So I haven't really done a lot on EU, but maybe I'll have to. Maybe I'll have to. Yeah, that's awesome. So when you're on NA, is it more just you then?
For the most part, I do have some of my EU friends that transferred over to NA.
There we go.
Like, the times I stream, there aren't a lot of people on, and I'm thinking about just putting in, like, a late stream, because I want to play with my friends.
Yeah.
I don't want them to just sit there and watch me play and be like, oh, I wish I could play ESO right now with Wolfie. But, yeah, that's going to be something that's going to happen.
So how many days are you streaming a week right now? What's the schedule?
It is on Wednesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I like to go until about 5 o'clock.
Okay, so about 4 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah. I only do 2 twice a week right now. And then I'm so mentally drained, I'm like, peace! I dip. But no, 4 hours that's a really good... I think that's a good time for streaming. Have you done any, like, 24-hour marathons? I've never done anything like that. I don't feel like I have the mental skills.
Like, I mean, I've done a couple of 12 hours, but, like, by the 7th hour mark, I'm just, like, my eyes are rolling in the back of the head.
Yeah.
I want to take a nap, because looking at a screen for, like, 12 hours is the hardest thing you can ever do. Well, for me at least.
Yep,
like,
no, I'm with you.
It's just the light from the screen. I scream on the screen. It just gets you. It just makes you want to close your eyes for a bit.
Yeah, no, I've been, like, offered to do some 12-hour ones, and I'm like, I'm afraid I'd say something. Like, I'm gonna get so tired. When I get really tired, I start saying stupid things, and I'm like, nope. The filter will come off, and then I will do something that will be unredeemable, and everyone will hate me. So, no.
I've been up since, like, 5:30, and I'm so surprised I haven't just bursted out laughing from nothing at all while doing the podcast with you.
Well, I won't. So I usually do the podcast for about an hour. So you're almost through the stretch here. What else did I had? I had a couple other topics that were on top of my head. So you're thinking about adding a late night stream. So will that change one of your Wednesday, Thursday streams, or will you add another day? You thinking?
That's a good question.
Is the only reason you're streaming 2 days a week because of scheduling, or is it like a mental? Like for me, it's a mental health thing. I could stream every day after work, but it wouldn't be good for me.
It's more because I have commissions. I would probably be streaming like 4 or 5 days a week if I weren't knee deep in some projects that I have going on.
Yep.
The late night stream, like I would only do that from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. because I just can't. I need to be in bed by like 9:30.
Yep, I'm the same way. 10 o'clock, I'm in bed. I'm like, when are we going to bed? Go ahead.
It would probably be on a Thursday.
Thursday? Okay.
On a Thursday, probably.
Perfect, yeah. And then the other thing, too, is with your boyfriend, does he ever stream with you? I got my girlfriend to do it with me once, and she didn't like it very much.
Yesterday, there's this clip called Intense Milk. He tried the Intense Milk that I had tried. I don't know if anyone clipped it, but I'm pretty sure it's in the VOD. He tried this Intense Milk that was supposed to taste like mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Ooh. Okay.
So he likes to, be in the background, like walk past and pat me on the head and stuff, but I don't know if he would ever be interested in streaming with me.
It's funny. It's hard to find couples who stream together. That's not something I see, because, like, my girlfriend, I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about getting back into streaming, and she did it with me once. And she doesn't like to feel stupid, so she was like, I don't know what I'm doing. She's like, I just don't like it because I don't know what I'm doing. And she, like, got into ESO, but she asked me, she goes, can I just make characters and then, like, be done with it? I'm like, well, I'm like, yeah, you can, but, like, that's not the point. But I guess.
I mean, character creation is, like, a thing all on its own. So.
She loved it. It had to have been a 2-hour process with her.
Like, people go in on character creation. They go in.
Whew! It's not a joke. That is not a joke to a lot of people, which makes sense. It's an important thing, and it's easy. I guess it is easy to change the look a little bit, but well.
I mean, like, I'm either like maxing out the sliders or making all the sliders like all the way over to the left or all the way over to the right.
Never in the never in the middle.
No, and I'm just like, yeah, this is good. And then name it some stupid name. So that's my character creation.
All right. Well, what's your favorite race in ESO?
Oh man, dude, don't do this.
You're about to be an ESO racist, but go ahead.
Oh my god.
For me, I'll tell you mine first. Mine's the Bretons. I love Bretons.
I love Bretons.
I was using Bretons before they were best, and now they're best, and I'm so happy.
My first character ever was a Wood Elf healer.
Oh, okay. All right. My ESO elitist blood is bubbling, but I'll hold it back. All right? I'll hold it back.
And then, like a year after that, I changed her to a Breton, but now she's a DPS.
There we go.
Like, Wood Elves, I like Wood Elves, but they're really only used for RP. Sorry, Max, I'm saying sorry right now because I know, like, your name is a Wood Elf.
Yeah, Wood Elves can be okay DPS for Stam Nightblades, but other than that, I mean, there's better, so.
Yeah. But my second favorite is Breton. Well, Wood Elf first because, like, I'm 5 feet tall.
Okay, so you gotta like the small class.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I gotta like the one where you can hit the slider and it's just like,
yep.
It looks like it's 3 feet tall.
Yep, fair enough. For me, the reason I like the Breton is because I have very pointy ears. I don't know if it's easy to see, but my ears are very pointy.
Mine as well.
And so, like, I used to get called an elf when I was a little kid. For everyone looking at the screen. Very pointy ears. So the Bretons always had pointier ears, so I'm like, all right, well, that's enough for me. So I'll pick that. But yeah, Modified. You've made it to the top of the Snowstorm podcast hill. We're just about at time here. I don't know if there's anything else you want to add, but I just wanted to seriously thank you for coming on. You know, it's kind of, and I'm sure you didn't think about this, but you know, it is a thing where I haven't streamed in a long time. I'm sure you were like, oh, Snow's back. What's he doing? All this. You didn't know what you were really walking into. So I appreciate you coming, hanging out. It was nice to get to talk to you for a little bit. And I definitely want to have you back on.
All right. Well,
if only to hang out with your community again.
They're fantastic, aren't you guys? Like, you guys are the real MVPs. But yeah. Is it okay if I do a little plug for something happening at the end of March?
Go for it. Yes. Right. Shout out anything. When you're on the Snowcast, anything goes. Shout it out.
So, on March 27th through the 29th, we are having a charity stream for ablegamers.org.
Ooh.
They build special equipment for those who can't game like the rest of us. They build equipment for disabled gamers, so if they can't use their hands, they can make it easier for them. So, I can't announce the streamers yet because I have one more that needs to be confirmed, then I'll start announcing that. So keep an eye on that on Twitter.
Well,
Yay.
you'll definitely be getting some hosts from me for sure on those dates. If you have a link to put in chat, definitely put it in there.
I need to move my picture.
Yeah, take your time here. I'm going to look at chat for a second. My poor Bosmer heart. Yeah. There it is, guys. Be sure to go check out that link. Modified's going to be doing some charity streams, and some other streamers are going to be with her. What were the dates again? The end of March?
March 27th until the 29th.
Guys, we got to be sure to show the Snowstorm support there. We'll definitely be helping out, donating any way we can. Modified, thank you for coming on again. I really appreciate your time. I'm going to close out the stream, but I'm going to keep you in call, and then I'll let you get going, okay?
Alrighty.
Guys, thank you so much for watching, everyone who hung out with me and Modified tonight. Guys, we will be having a Snowcast podcast next week if you're interested on Thursday at 8 p.m. We will be having Lotus of Doom join us, guys. Lotus of Doom will be joining us. We will be talking about the ESO Bethesda days in Boston. And until then, guys, I will see you Sunday. I will do the memes on Sunday, Seto. There's a reason for it, okay? Don't get annoyed with me. I need to filter the memes because some may be racist or sexist or anything else, and I'm not putting that on the stream right now. Everyone have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for the support. Peace out.